Hello everyone, Wololos and Wololas. We are back with another Hardstyle interview. That's why I'm here presenting this interview. We had some weeks ago, or some days ago, I don't know how it's going to be scheduled. We had Retaliation, and we also took the advantage of this Fabric Hardstyle event tonight to have here two very special guests. We have here on my right, Radical Redemption and Nolz. How are you doing?
We're doing really good. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, and thank you so much for coming.
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get to know you two a bit better and get some nice stuff from this.
What's your favorite Real Madrid player?
I don't know any of them.
Oh,
yours?
Mbappe.
Okay.
Oh, come on, yes.
You're pretty busy.
Easy money.
Okay, that was a good way to start the interview. Yeah, right. So, first question, a bit personal. How are you doing in a personal and also in a professional level right now?
Well, Nolz, you first.
I'm doing really fine, thank you.
Yeah.
And in a professional way as well, doing a lot of shows, having fun on the road, so it's going well.
And you, Joey?
Yeah, I have to say I enjoyed my summer. I enjoyed it professionally, but also like in between we had some really nice weather days in Holland.
We had,
and I could really enjoy also my garden, for example, my dogs. I have some ducks running around.
Yeah.
So I had great studio time. Obviously worked on the album. The album is finished, coming next week. I don't know when is this going to air.
After the
After
album,
it.
yeah.
So the album just released a couple of weeks ago.
go check it out
Somewhere else. No, so I think it's just also a really exciting time in the scene, because there's a lot of stuff is happening.
Yes.
There's a lot of power shifts, and there's a lot of stuff going on. So I think it's a really interesting time also professionally.
Okay. Good question. Good answer, sorry.
Oh, well, thank you. Gracias.
This year has been very productive for you.
It has been.
You have worked on very different projects, and you've played again at some of the biggest stages of the hardstyle scene.
Très grande.
How do you reflect on the year 2025? Has it been a step forward, especially after how complicated the past years have been to you?
No, I think if I'm looking at a schedule and also stages, and I'm not really focused on is there any stage like I need to be on this stage again next year, or I'm focused on does it fit Radical Redemption in this time of what my career is doing?
Yeah.
And I think we're really focused on doing the right shows and doing them at the right moment, and also to create own Radical Redemption concepts and to get that thing going, because I think especially right now there's just a lot of parties that are just like parties like the same stuff for years already.
Yeah, like
and
routine.
And I think also the scene right now, and me personally too, is like I'm really looking for giving the people something that's personal, that has a story, that has something that really touches the soul, and it's just something different, I think, and that's what we are working on, and that's music-wise, that's show-wise.
More like an experience.
Yeah, more like and that's always like a continuous thing. It's always evolving, and music obviously made a lot of music. I played a lot of hard music too. This season was some really rough tracks, but also, for example, a really nice festival banger with Defqon.1, for example.
I'm going to ask you about it. Yeah.
Oh well. Sorry. No, but
spoiler.
No, so it has been a great year. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. As I mentioned, this year you were back at some festivals. You were back at Decibel Outdoor.
Yep.
You are also going to be back next week,
Supremacy.
or a couple of weeks ago, if you see this podcast.
Yeah, Supremacy.
At Supremacy.
Yeah.
I don't want you to explain the whole story again, because you've already gone
and
into
I won't.
it.
You can find it somewhere on
Okay.
The dark web.
Yeah.
on Reddit.
But in which point are you right now with ID&T, and what has changed that made possible that you are back at those festivals?
I think eventually we made like a business wise, we made an agreement like, okay, let's do this with each other, and let's be done with everything that has happened. And I think eventually it's eventually for them too, it's also business again. Like, okay, they need to sell tickets. I need to be on the stage, and then eventually you get a phone call like, okay, can we do shows together again? And then we as a team were like, obviously we really want to look at for example Supremacy again, Defqon for example next year, and it's a really nice conversation to to have after like 3 years of obviously not being on that on those stages. And I think then we can also go back to what it's all about. Like they have a platform or a stage, and they have an audience coming in. And I think Radical Redemption also, I think I can really provide a show that also has like value for those. For those big festivals, and then eventually you go back to its business again. Obviously, you had some personal, and when time passes, also that kind of stuff passes, and then you just focus on doing a great show again, and also being professional parties. Both, and then it goes both ways. That goes both ways.
Yeah. And Nolz, how did you experience yourself all this story around Joey these past years? Because you also weren't with him at the stages, so, and you also saw him. Experimenting everything he has gone through. So what can you tell about?
Well, I do have my own like hostings, like when I am seeing whole day, like being the host of a festival. So that part I still had, and with Joey, I was always loyal to Joey. So when he's going down, I'm going down with him. If we're going up, we're going up together. So it's like a team, and when you are a team, you have to stick to it. I think it's the most important thing, to trust somebody. I guess it's a good thing.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Great. And what about Defqon.1? I assume Defqon.1 next year lineup is mostly booked, and I don't know if you are booked or not. What can you tell us about? Is it probably that you are going to be at Defqon?
I think there is a pretty high chance that I will be at Defqon.1. I will never say 100% because there is no 100% in this life. But I think there is a pretty big chance that you will see me also at Defqon.1.
That's great.
Next year again.
That's great.
Yeah,
news.
and I'm really happy with that too.
And people wanted you to be again at Defqon.
Yeah. And I got like every year you get a lot of messages also with when the lineup is released, and eventually I think also right now it's also the right time also to do this kind of stuff now. Okay, then again. Let bygones be bygones. That's done, and then just focus on doing a great experience also for the people that go to Defqon and pay a heavy price also for a ticket. Like it's not a ticket that you just buy like this. No. It's and people deserve like the maximum experience, and I hope I can be a really big part of that also for the people going to Defqon next year. So we'll see. Let's hope so.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. This year you also played at Intense, where you've played every year, basically. Yeah. There you premiered the Phase 2 of Laser Legion Live.
I did.
And you too premiered Marshals of Mayhem together with Unresolved.
Yep.
Why did you decide to premiere these two shows at Intense? And how's your relationship with Intense, by the way?
I think that's also he said it also, like loyalty goes both ways, and that means like for example, when you work together for a long time, and also when maybe for me, for example, like you weren't in your best time, for example, with everything what happened. Intense was also one of the first to say, "No, we're gonna still put you on our festival." And then when you do something new, or you do something what also has value for someone else to put on their festival, then that's also the people you're going to think of when you are thinking of a new concept or thinking of something new. And then those people are the first ones to call because they always had your back and vice versa. So I think that's the thing. It's eventually this whole scene is also about like, okay, give and take. And I think especially in this day and age, it's a lot of I want to take, I want to take, but I do not want to give.
Yeah.
And we can talk about fees, about whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like for example, when you do a big show for 20,000 people, you can ask a different price than when you do a club show for 500 people. And you have to always, just take that into account, I think. And also the same, like if people always gave you some opportunity, then when you have an opportunity to give to someone else, think of those people that always supported you. And I think that's bottom line why I have a certain relationship with Intense. They've always been good to me, and I always try to be good to them. And that's how I like to build my relationships.
Perfect. Okay. Talking about Intense, as I said, you premiered Marshals of Mayhem there. Why did you come up with the idea of this project, and why did you decide to join U2 and also with Unresolved for it?
Well, the concept came to me when I was on my holiday this year. The beginning of the year, I had like a little holiday in Australia.
Yeah.
After I did like a 3.5 week tour there, and while I was swimming, I had like this. Okay, Marches of Mayhem. Okay, I need to go out of the pool now. Go into my room, and I always have a paper and a pen with me.
School.
Always, I always have pen and paper in wherever I go, because I like to write stuff down. And then I was like, okay, because obviously also we did Minus Militia. Minus Militia ended. That's over. At some point, that's just over. So for me, there was also room for something new. I really like the kind of just the sound of the alliteration.
Yeah.
And then Marches of Mayhem came up in my head, and I was okay. I immediately saw like rusty vibe, like industrial, but tough, like tough music. No nonsense party dance floor music. Straight in your face dance floor music. And while thinking of it, obviously vocal wise, for me the only option was him. And I just worked with Unresolved on The Slayer of Kings.
Yes.
And we had a really great click in the studio, and also have a lot of respect for what he does, like staying true to his sound, especially what happened the past 3 years. Like everyone, that's it's not everyone, but like a lot of people were so insecure about their sound and were just trying to find their way, and okay, let's do this because this is a hype. And for me, Unresolved really stayed true, and that's for me, it's like for Radical Redemption, that's key. I'm a lot of stuff can happen in my life. It can go left, right, whatever, but I try to stay true always to like the Radical Redemption sound. And then basically I contacted you, Johan, that's my management, and Unresolved. Like, okay, I have this new idea, and then Unresolved was like, "Oh, do you want to do a new track?" I was like, "No, it's gonna be a bit bigger than this." And eventually, everyone was really enthusiastic, I would say, about the whole idea. And then I was like, okay, now it's January, so we need to have everything finished before May, the beginning of May. So that means like 8-9 tracks.
But everything, everything, the whole act,
the whole thing,
visuals.
Yeah. So within 4 months, we went from an idea in a pool at Gold Coast in Australia to doing intense, full grown act, like 30 minutes of like nine Marshall's tunes, and then we had some
edits,
and also some like of my new tunes and a new tune of Unresolved, for example. So sometimes that's just what happens. Like something pops up, then it's like pop, click, 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 and then you just need to make it happen. That's the thing. Like right?
Yeah, make it happen. That's the thing.
A lot of people, I think, and that's I think in life in general. Sometimes you think of something and then
have a great idea.
Instead of doing it, like you're just, that's great, maybe. But sometimes you just need to fucking do it. Like do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like I had the same thing with the drone show. I thought of the drone show. Eventually, that was not my best idea, because with Intense, for example, then there was something with the sun still being like not gone. That was the thing. It was still there, and there's things. Sometimes you try and there's error, but without trying and without error, there's no growth possible
and no learning. Yeah.
No. You can only grow when you make mistakes. That's the thing, because people
don't be afraid to make mistakes.
No, and that's the thing. Like they just own a mistake and be like, okay, maybe this wasn't my best idea, but my next idea, I'm going to take this into account while doing a new concept, and then you get growth and you get like a better product.
Okay,
but you just need to have the patience too, I think.
And you, Nolz, how did you receive the idea from Joey? Like
very well. Very well. He called me. I was like, I had this great idea. What do you think?
I think first I sent like a big message in the. I made a group app.
Picture this.
I pictured this, and I made like a huge just text message. I think.
Yeah, I think you called me just straight after. Like, did you read my message?
Yeah.
Like, dude, what the fuck? This is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
And Marshals of Mayhem, only the beginning, but it's going to be
more than that. That show only. Yeah. And does Joey usually tell you like ideas he comes from his mind, and it's like crazy things or something. Or
he has a lot of crazy ideas. And sometimes it's like, I'm definitely gonna do this, or you need to do this. But sometimes like, think about it. I say, okay, maybe not, maybe yes, maybe no.
Sometimes you also correct me. Yeah.
So you work like a team together.
Yeah, 100%. Sometimes I also have ideas that, for example, they spark out of emotion.
Yeah.
And if that emotion isn't the right emotion, for example, when you are having trouble with people, then you can think of, okay, I want to do this right now, and then someone else can tell you like, okay, I understand that this is the way you feel right now because something happened, but maybe this isn't the best idea.
Yeah.
Give it 4 or 5 days. Don't do anything right now, and then we'll talk again. And that's also what you did. Like you also, in that sense, had balance, the balance factor, because you know each other for so long, and he knows like what kind of person I am. I think I know what kind of person you are.
Yeah.
And we take our word for, okay, this like it has a real high value. Like when he says something to me, and I think this the other way around too.
Yeah. Two-way
like
street.
we know, like we would only say things to each other because we really mean it, and because we think it's better to just be honest about it. And
you're helping each other.
Yeah,
so that's
and
it's okay to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, fuck, but
it goes both ways. I also like when you have a great show, you have a great show. But for example, when I tried something and it wasn't really working out, and then also like, because I hate it when people say just yes to me. That's the fucking thing I hate the most. Like the yes people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so great. Oh no, everything you do is great.
Yeah.
Well, and when I've had it in my career. That I came out, I had a gig and I came off stage and I was like, this was not my best show. Understatement. And then there were people standing at the bottom of the stairs. Joey, amazing. And that's the thing. Like then that's when I snap.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, nah, shut the fuck up. Like this is just sugarcoating for me. This is just being like, the big artist, you're so great. No, fuck off. Be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest, because this is not going to help my brand. This is not going to help Radical Redemption.
Yeah.
If you're going to be like, no, but that's not. You know what I mean, right?
Yes,
that's not the way to go. The way to go sometimes is to be like, hey, okay, you've had some great ideas, but this thing, okay, think about this. Is this going to work? Or maybe, hey, I see what you're doing, but maybe this is a better way of doing it. Yeah. And then you can try it next week, and then you can fine tune it. And that's the thing. Like making mistakes also makes progress and growth possible. But if you have people around you, I would say that's the most dangerous thing you can be in, is in an environment where the people around you are just there to confirm to you that you are one of the biggest artists and you're so good and so great. Because the thing is, then they are around you because they want to be there and they want to stay there. So they are your entourage, but in a bad way. They're just there because you're a DJ and not because you are a person.
Yeah.
Or for who you are as a person. And at the moment you recognize that kind of stuff, you really need to do, that's my opinion, need to do something about it. Because that's when it starts to go downhill.
Okay.
No honest people anymore around you. You always need to have honest people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honest.
So now I think... Yeah,
and by the way, if I can add, I need to always be aware that I need to create an environment where people feel safe enough and feel confident enough. Like, okay, I can be honest to... for example, if people are honest to me and I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up and whatever, then I'm also creating an environment where people feel like...
I'm not going to tell you the truth.
I'm not going to tell you the truth. So
I
I always try... Even if you have like high emotions or it was a really stressful show, whatever, I always try to, what did you think or what do you think? And I think it goes both ways for the whole team, I think, right now.
Yeah, that happens to everyone at every aspect of their lives, with their friends, with family.
Yeah.
So I assume that now that you have your own label, your own everything, basically, you feel more confident with everything you do and also more safe with all the music you release and all the projects you work on.
Yeah, but I think it's also this way you can also really do what you think is best.
Yeah.
But still, also it takes like a lot of work. Obviously, like I have no 5-6 people working for me. Like a lot of stuff I'm building.
Yeah.
And for example, for the label, I'm really focused on first do like the first 2 albums, so until like part 2, the collaboration album, then get the whole label up and running. I want everything to run as smooth as possible, and then we're going to start to see if other artists can join join Redemption Records, because you just also want to give those artists like a smooth sailing. I would say you want the company, you want the Redemption Records, the label, to be all thumbs up. Like this is smooth. This whole machine is just working. It fits like a glove. Okay, now we attract other people and try to see like, hey, this is what we worked on, and now it's chill for you also to join, and then it also has like value for them, I think.
Yeah, that's a good way of working, I think, in my opinion. And going back to Marshals of Mayhem, you've already released the first track, which is We Are the Marshals.
Yeah.
When will you release any more music of this project? And is it going to be a full piece of maybe an album, an EP with all the new music you made? Can you tell us anything about it?
No.
You can tell something about the first release.
Yeah. There's a release coming real soon.
Yeah, I don't know when this is going to air, but
I think in a month, more or less.
Okay, then obviously it will be out, or just almost out, or just it just dropped, or it's about to drop. Yeah. But is there also a big project coming? Well, I would say, if you know what my vision was in the past,
I think people understand already.
Yeah, I do think so. It's more than obvious.
Yeah. And how did you two feel the premiere of the project? Like the people and the energy of the crowd and everything was what you expected or not?
I think it was even more. I think it's because like we created the act and the tracks, so we were like, oh, this has to work, right? So, but then it's like showtime, and then you see the audience and they're screaming along with all the vocals and people going wild, like really wild. So we're like, yes, finally, like what we said, it's like straight in your face dancing music, and the crowd was dancing, like.
And also, really. That said, I was there, the crowd, and the people from Intense gave flags and everything to people, and it was like a nice atmosphere, and people were like really vibing, and also after 10 minutes of the set, everyone was screaming like "We Are the Marshals" at every track. So
and the thing is like sometimes it's the thing. It's always like the really nice, but also kind of feeling when for the first time you're going to do all those new tracks. And you know, like, okay, I fucking love this in the studio. And obviously we played some tracks already live, like in my solo sets or Unresolved. But then when it all comes together and then everyone was like, okay.
And the suits and everything, the whole vibe.
Let's fucking go, you know. It was really, a great premiere. Also, big thanks to Intense again, because giving that opportunity also on a slot. Because also when we called Intense, like, we called Intense, like, okay, we need a spot on the main stage.
They probably already had it booked.
And they were like, for what? I was like, okay, we have this new concept. It's called Marshals of Mayhem. But trust me, this is going to be insane. Okay, so trust you with a spot on the main. And that's the thing. Like that's what the thing is what we just talked about. Like, because they know I will never ever be like, okay, this is going to be huge, and then it's this is going to work, and it's total shit. So then it's also the basis of trust. Okay, they're like, okay, that's for us is value, because Radical Redemption, Unresolved, Nolz, they're going to do something new. For us, that's really nice to have on the festival. But they also have to trust us. Like, okay, we know that you guys don't deliver bullshit stuff. So okay, we're gonna see if we have a spot on the Sunday. But and that's also like the thing. That's also years of building a relationship, and that's the thing. Like also for a lot of the new people coming in, I think that's one of the most important things. Eventually, in this job and in any job, I think, is you're gonna build on relationships and you're gonna build on trust. And we say in Holland, we have a saying, like, trust, it comes walking, but it goes by horse.
Yeah.
So
I know what you mean.
So it's like when you getting trust is really slowly, but losing trust
It's really
is
fast.
instant.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, just see. Same with promoters. They try to make a living. You need to have a living and have a stage. Try to find each other when talking about negotiating about the next year. Try to see what. Also try to also be interested in, for example, what the scene is doing. Like, I think it's really important when you are a DJ that you just also know, like, okay, what are the costs doing of a LED screen? What are the costs doing of the stages? Like, because if you are aware, like, okay, those costs since after COVID went up with like 80 or 90%, then you also know like why a lot of festivals are struggling.
Yeah.
And then you also, I think, need to know like, okay, we cannot go up also with our prices of the acts because, okay,
There will be no festivals left.
There will be no festivals left. And I think that's also a job of maybe managers with artists or artists themselves. Okay, try to be invested in the scene you're working in and see like, hey, what's exactly happening also behind the scenes. Because everyone is like, oh, look at that stage, it's fully packed. Yeah, okay, but a festival that's, for example, 3 or 4 days with also a campsite, that campsite needs to be filled every day. If you, for example, lose 2,000 people on a campsite, it means 2,000 people on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That means 8,000 people. If 8,000 people spend 500 euros,
That's a lot.
Yeah. Right.
just say 100. It's 8,000 times 100, and then that's what's going
That's a
to.
lot.
That's and I don't know how we came. We came all the way here,
Yeah.
but eventually it's also like with. Building relationships. Also, when you're in the scene, and I think that's a really important part of also of what we're doing.
Yep.
It's like, okay, be informed. Like, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you seeing the opportunities for your festival this year or next year? Or how was the last edition for you? And then you can, with that kind of stuff, you just know, okay, how can we find each other in the next negotiation, for example?
Okay.
So long story, sorry, but
You are here to jump. so
yeah. Well, I'm pretty good at it, I would say.
That's why I wanted you to be here.
Jab GTP. That's me.
Okay. And the other show you premiered at Intense was Laser Legion Live. I have to say that I loved.
Funny gap. If you look at it. So sorry.
Yeah, as I was saying, you premiered Laser Legion Live, the phase 2.
Yeah.
I have to say that I also loved it, as well as Marshals of Mayhem.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Gracias.
how did you get the idea of making such an audiovisual show with the lasers, with the visuals and everything?
Then we go back
Oh,
to the drone show.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the drones. As well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't. Oh, please. No. The thing is, with the drone show, we had 2 things. Thing 1 was obviously the intense set that we forgot, or we didn't take it into account because it was the first time. This was the stage, and the sun was going under right after, right on the back of the stage. So behind the stage, that meant that we thought it would be fully dark, but it was fully dark here. If the stage would have been here, it would have been perfect. But so we had like 15 minutes of this shimmer, kind of like still like a bit of sunlight.
Twilight.
The twilight zone. So that was fucked. Again, you learn, but hey. Then we planned the drone show on Decibel, and then came the thing I never heard of in my whole life.
Dominator was first. It was one.
Yeah, but Dominator was
well.
okay. Dominator was okay, but then came Decibel, and there was a solar storm. Oh, a solar storm! Is it extra hot? Is it no? All GPS signals around the world are fucked in the anus. Where are the GPS signals? We don't know. And can we? Can we even? No, we can't.
Send out the drones.
No. And the thing is, what happens with these drones, because they communicate with GPS.
Yeah.
If the GPS signal gets lost, and it's like 100% certainty almost with a solar storm that at some point a GPS signal gets lost for a fraction or a second or whatever, then the drone says, "Hey, computer, my signal is lost. This is dangerous. I'm going outside of my path." And then the computer goes like, "No, you need to go back into your path, the programmed path." Then the drone is not doing it, and the computer says, "Kill switch." And then a drone comes flying down from 200 meters and lands on your head. So, Decibel, 12 o'clock, in the 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the guy from the drones called us and he was like, "It's going to be a total cancel. The whole drone show, forget about it. It's not going to happen." We were like, we can't. No, solar storm is this high, blah blah. And then I couldn't do the drone show. So for me, 2 things already happened with the show. I was like, okay, this is going to be. I need a show that is 100% always going to take place.
Yeah, can be controlled.
Can be controlled, indeed. That's a great way of saying it. Also, really to the point. Thanks. Yes, you are. And so eventually, that's when I was okay. Then lasers, because lasers are there, but I think we can do more with what they are capable of. And for me, then came okay. We can do a bit of storytelling. Obviously, we did it with Intense, but we're also going to do it with Supremacy. And Supremacy, there's also going to be a lot of humor in it. Also, like winking at the situation that was. And also just don't take yourself too seriously. So that's we have like an intro show, a mid show, and an end show, same as like in the Lace Legion. That's a bit of the concept. Like we have an intro somewhere in the middle. There's something like a show element, and at the end, and in between we make the audible visible. That's what we do with Lace Legion live.
Yeah, I get it. After seeing it live, I get it.
Because then you hear a sound and you see a sound. That's the thing. That's what you want. And so Supremacy is going to be a whole different show than.
I was going to ask you, how different is it to you?
It's going to be totally different.
Yeah, how different is it to prepare a show like this on an outside stage rather than in a inside?
On an inside. No, that's not like. The only thing is music choice wise. Like for example, an Intense festival, Supremacy is more like for the dedicated people. Intense can also have like a lot of, we call them the day people, like the people that are like not always going every week or whatever to a festival but it's intense. So okay, I'm also going to join my friends and nice. Yes. So you try to take that into account, and then normally that would mean that my set would be like a bit more also like some melodic tracks. For example, the track The Definition I started with in the Intense. For Supremacy, not gonna be in there.
Okay.
Like Supremacy is going to be like full on. Okay, guess who's back? Let's fucking go. So that's the whole. That's a different approach, because inside gives more like the nasty, grimy, filthy.
I like it.
Kind of. I like it too. Especially when you just had summer season.
Yep.
I can't wait to go inside again and feel like.
God.
And Brutal 12. Gonna play the Brutal 12 for the first time.
I was going to ask you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So
you're jumping into my questions.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, don't worry.
I'm dipping in your questions. Like, ooh, that's a nice question.
Talking about Supremacy, you've shared in your socials how special it is to you to come back to Supremacy.
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
How do you feel about being back in such a special festival for you?
And the thing is, just Supremacy is for us, I think, a beacon.
Yeah.
Beacon.
I'm going to ask you as well, because you are also a key part, Nolz, of the festival.
Your preparation for this edition is insane.
Yeah, I'm already working on a set for 4 months, I think. With visuals, with new tracks, with edits, but especially the intro, mid, and end show thing. Yeah. It's all just one story, I think. And this is a story about coming back, but also showing strength and appreciation. Yeah. Don't get too stuck in the past too much. Like, you need to
move forward.
You move forward and focus also on the future. And also, for me, that's one of the most important things that this set. I can now tell what it's going to be, because this will be broadcasted when the set is already done.
A spoiler for me,
It's a spoiler for you. Yeah. So. No. But the thing is, also for me, it's really important to thank the Radical Redemption Army for having my back in the past 3 years, because that's something that's not given. Not every artist. It's not a given that for every artist that you have a loyal fan base like that always have your back, always shows up in the most important times in your career, but also in my personal life. And I think there will also be at the end of the set, that will be like a really important message from me also to the Radical Redemption fans that are there. the ones that were there since 2012, but also the ones that maybe just joined the army last year. Because I do not take it for granted. And it did keep me running. That energy from my fan base is one of the most, we talked about it like a lot of times already. Like sometimes I just can't believe that happened. Like so many people with flags, tattoos, merchandise, but also so many people asking like, okay, how are you doing? Or just showing up. And that's something I still cannot really process and I still really can't. I can still wake up feeling like this cannot be true, and it's already 12 years, you know. And if I'm given another 12 years as Radical Redemption, then in 12 years from now I will still feel the same, because I will not take it for granted. I haven't taken it for granted. I will not take it for granted, and I will work my ass off to deliver, because they are always there for me. Then I will always be there for them. And that's the same thing with Intense and that kind of stuff. It's loyalty. Yeah. It works both ways. It's not like only me being like, okay, give me something. No, it's also me giving something back. And I think that's something you always need to, just need to think of. Okay, this is important stuff, I would say.
Yeah, strong values. Yeah.
Yeah. I like 100%. Yeah.
Okay, and talking about Supremacy again, you two are key parts of Supremacy. You as the MC, you've been the MC for many years.
Yeah, since day one.
I'm going to shut off my phone when I feel my phone doing bzz, bzz, bzz in my pocket. Okay, so I'm going to put it on flight mode.
Don't worry.
Reach down slowly.
Yeah. This is my phone I'm reaching out to. This is it. And yes, this is Mickey because I like Disney. Okay, bye.
Okay, so as I said, you are key parts of Supremacy. Starting with you, how important is Supremacy for you? And how do they make you feel an important part of Supremacy as well?
Well, especially it was like the first major event doing raw hardstyle.
Yeah.
And actually just really proud like being the host since day one. Did some great shows. Also I don't know what edition it was with the flying
boot.
Yeah. Where I had like an own plateau.
But I don't know which year it was.
But that was also like great spots. The vibe was always like really on point from like the very beginning.
Yeah.
And it is the alpha event for raw hardstyle. So it's really good to have your name on there like every year again and again. So
you also participate usually on the anthems. I don't know if there's any anthem that you haven't participated.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
There are like 2 or 3, I guess.
Okay, but you participated on most of them. How do you approach every different anthem, especially knowing that every producer has its own flow and its own way of working?
Yeah, well, it's always like the message is always like be supreme. So I think I have like 10 anthems, but always like a different approach to talk about supremacy, like being supreme in all kind of different ways. So I think it's really fun. And always they have like, every anthem is different and every producer is different. So we have like always a different approach. So like, I'm more like this kind of vibe, this kind of style. So I would just, let's just go with that vibe then.
Okay. How was it working with Mutilator this year for the anthem, Enter Elysium?
Yeah, also that was like my first track ever with him.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, how are we gonna do this? He was like, I have like an idea, like it was Enter Elysium. So that was like, okay, we need to work around like that. And they have like the trailer voice and they have like the trailer vocals. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pick like a few of them words and then just bind them together and make a rhyme, like a vocal. And he was like, I did one. He was like, okay, it's gonna work. And I said, maybe I have a better idea. And I was like, dude, this is it. This is gonna work, definitely.
Okay. And being a part of almost all the Supremacy anthems, I want to ask you, which are your favorite ones? And also you can answer.
I like the one with Disturb.
Yeah.
Joey.
Great one.
Punk. Crypsis. Rebellion. Actually, I like this year, so yeah.
Yeah, too many.
Too many.
They are really good, so yeah. And also the same question for you.
Which one I really liked was when we did like the Australia anthem and we did like Deviate and You.
Yeah.
Out for Blood.
Yeah.
Then that was really nice because you guys were like then sharing the spot on the track and then rapping with each
that
other.
was cool.
Yeah, so I think that was also like vocal wise and also for me interesting.
Yeah.
In a different way. Yeah, that was for me what was really nice to do.
I almost forgot about that one.
Australia, Supremacy Australia.
Okay. And you said you will premiere Brutal 12
I will.
at Supremacy.
I will.
What does the Brutal saga mean to you? And will it end any time, or is
Never.
If you paid attention to some of the YouTube videos, video clips that are out there, then a lot of times at the end it says the Brutal saga is eternal. And that's because it's something I'm not gonna quit. And people saying like every Brutal is just the same.
Don't think so.
I know it's not. So it's my confidence knowing that it's not. Like it has only Brutal that has the same thing. Mm-hmm. And obviously but this year is going to be something totally different. And I think
really curious to know.
This is going to be. Oh wait, I have it on my phone. Oh, you're going to be one of the first to hear it. Wait,
hold on to your seats.
You can play it later.
No, I'm going to play it because I want to have your reaction
okay.
on here. Well, of course, the fun thing is, fun fact.
Put the camera too.
Yeah, it was. It was Jorrit. Jorrit called. I think he's just in the hotel. Easter.
Yeah.
The thing is, I was like, okay, what can I do different? Nice. What can I do? What can I do different? It's not even that. I already made. Okay, so just to get you into the creative process of Brutal 12. Yeah. Brutal. I never start with a Brutal. A Brutal.
It comes with an idea.
Happens.
Yeah.
I already made like a idea in October 2024. We also played it with the orchestra in November.
Yeah.
Already. Really nice track. But when I played it live, I was like, this is really nice. I'm going to use this for the orchestra album, this melody, because it's beautiful. But this is not going to be Brutal 12. Then it's April or May. I'm working on another track. I'm like, hey, this could be Brutal. Really nice track. It's going to be a big banger, I think, but it was not Brutal.
No.
Then, last week, working on Supremacy stuff, and I was just in the vibe. And at some point I was like working on something that gave me shivers all over my fucking body. And I was like, okay, this is going to be fucking the Brutal. This is going to be Brutal 12. There's no commercial thing on it. It's dark, it's grimy, and for the first time it has full German vocals.
Oh.
I'm a Rammstein lover, for example, and sometimes I just love like the aggressiveness and the darkness the German language has. So eventually, I'm just going to let you hear a little snippet of what people then already heard. But you are the first one.
The world premiere is here, not in Supremacy.
No, because today it's September 20, and Supremacy will be September 27.
Yeah.
Next week. So again, it obviously it is some phone quality. It is not only the phone.
Yeah.
But hey. Okay, yeah. I just like the whole vibe of just this. Because also the voice is like huge low end. It's gonna be like.
Bass face. Yeah.
So yeah, this is going to be
Sounds really good.
this is going to be great fun. And
The
this
most
is
brutal ever.
and this is just through my fucked up speakers on my phone. So that's gonna be great fun next
Yeah,
week.
yeah. I will take a video and upload it to Wololo Sound because I will be there.
That's a good choice.
Okay. Talking about albums, we already talked about it. Next week you are releasing the part 2 of No Retaliation, the collaboration.
Yes, I am.
We already did an interview, if you remember,
I
about
did.
the part 1 in
Yes.
January last year. And you told me that day that last year was going to be the release also of the collaborations.
Yeah.
And maybe
We
the
wanted.
orchestra.
That's what we wanted.
Yeah, it was a delay, I guess, because of the schedule, the release schedule of all the artists.
Doing like such a big project with so many artists, and then you just have at some point you have to be honest and make a choice. Like, okay, do we going to do this like really quick, but not pay attention to it, or like for example, if I would have done it within the time frame, the collab with Defqon and Nolz wouldn't have happened. For example,
Been like 5 tracks.
yeah, like a way less. Nightcraft wouldn't have happened. Crypsis wouldn't have happened. Some other tracks too. So eventually, you then just have to make the choice. Like, okay, this is just what the situation is. It is what it is. But the quality for me, like if I see what the extra music on the album is right now, and also what it represents and how it sounds, what it does, like also stream wise. So and also festival wise, like for example the Defqon and Nolz track, then it's really, I think it's just really great music.
Yeah, it is.
And that's for me was like the most important thing. Like, okay, the music needs to be as good as possible, and if that means that there's a delay in the album, and that's also why we decided to, okay, let's release some tracks, because otherwise people have to wait so long. So that's also why we decided, okay, let's already release some stuff. And also because it took a bit longer than expected, I also added 2 unreleased Radical Redemption solo tracks, The Definition and also Hunger for Souls. That exactly is a track how it sounds like, Hunger for Souls.
And also the Intense End Show track, right?
Yeah, that one also is also on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what does this album mean to you, and why it was important to you to include it into the No Retaliation project?
The thing is, I always did collaborations, and the thing is, for me, I always like to work with people that I have like a vibe with. Like I never did collaborations just because people are a big name.
Yeah.
Now, for example, we just talked about it this today.
Yeah.
Also with Yellowclaw, for example, that didn't happen because they were like a big name. It happened because we met, and then there was a click, and then we were like, hey, let's do this. For example, with Maddox, the same thing. Like we met on the road.
Yeah.
We had a great click, and then we were like, hey, let's just do something together, you know?
Unexpected combo, that one.
Yeah, but also something that really clicked and happened. And with Defqon and Nolz, it's the same thing. Nightcraft is also the same thing. Like Nightcraft, he's doing great. Like, but if you look at his brand right now, like then you could also be like, then let's work with someone that's fucking over there. But no, I think what he's doing is why I want to work with him, and why I want to be in the studio with him. And so my focus has never been like who is the biggest name and who can I work with, most popular one. No, I just want to work with people that you have a great vibe with in the studio, because then comes great music. And if you only do it because it has like the label of like it's a big name, it's a popular name right now, then yeah, maybe you'll gain something in the short term, but in the long term it will be lost, I think.
Yeah, okay. And for you, Nolz, you're a part of the album as well with some tracks, Burn, Rebel or Redeem, Reclaim the Throne. I don't know if some more. What does it mean to you to be a part of this project from Joey?
It's always good to be a part of a project of Joey, so I think we have, it is. Like we were, it's true. We have like 4 or 5 tracks on the album.
We have the one with Intense, we have Reclaim the Throne,
Never
we
Give
have
Up, Burn,
Rebel and Redeem, we have Burn.
I think it's 4. Reclaim the Throne, Rebel or Redeem, Burn, and Never Give Up.
Yeah.
And We Are the Marshals. No, that's me, right?
Yeah, that one is you.
Yeah, We Are the
We
We Are the Marshals is me. It's the Scream. We are the Marshalls.
The first release
of
track. That's Joey.
Mayhem. That's That's
Really?
me. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's all me.
That's all.
Didn't
That's all.
know.
This beautiful voice. Huh? Yeah? We are the what? We're the Marshalls of what? Of Mayhem. Nice.
Great. And there's still a part 3.
Marshall.
There's still a part 3 of the project coming up.
Marshall.
There is a part 3 coming out.
How do
Yeah.
you call it? ASMR? We are the Marshalls of me. We are the Marshalls.
Okay.
Part
Should we
7 of the album, yes.
The
Okay,
part
yeah.
3 of the project, No Retaliation, is the Orchestra of Eternity content, like music, featuring orchestral arrangements.
It
and
really feels
orchestral-
nice. Sorry.
It's nice. Is it?
Uh,
Oh, it
what's-
is.
Yeah, I'm
What's
sorry.
the current
Sorry,
status of
my
this?
sometimes my brain doesn't keep up
Don't
with
worry.
sitting really long in the same spot. With my ADHD
ADHD.
taking over, so sometimes I
It's fun. It's fun.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't fuck me over in the comments. Whatever.
How is it going with that
Oh, yeah.
album? The
The,
status
the-
right now.
So the status with the Orchestra of Eternity album is the thing is a lot of Orchestra of Eternity album is already finished
Really?
because I already made it for the Orchestra of Eternity shows.
Ah, yeah,
but the
right.
thing is, it was part 3, so
And
we
you
had to wait.
release the part 2.
For we had to do part 2. But part 3 will come in the first half of 2026.
Okay. No
Be-
more delays, you think?
I hope.
Okay.
No, there will be no more delays, but I cannot give you 100%
Yeah.
certainty.
Of course.
But it could be
Ooh.
that in the meantime, between part 2 and part 3,
Yeah.
something musical, project-wise, only Radical Redemption is also going to be there at a certain point.
I don't know what you're...
Because obviously the collabs took a big or like a great deal of time to get finished. But in the meantime, I've had a lot of time to
Had some spare time in the studio.
to make some Radical Redemption tracks. So what I am saying is absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But it could be without any level of certainty that something
Sure.
may or may not happen between part 2 and part 3 of the No Retaliation album.
You mean like an album? Oh, you're not talking about an album, right?
Are you
I
going
think
to
you know
are you
what
going
he's
to be
talking
are you
about.
going to be the funny man
No,
now
no.
today?
I'm funny.
So
Nah.
you have scoops today. You're like this is the Wololo Scoopy the Scoopy podcast. You it's just I think it's his friendly face.
Yeah,
He
I
sucks
do
it out
think
of
so.
me.
Yeah.
And I mean the information,
I know.
obviously. Sorry.
Okay. And what about you? We've already talked about all the projects this man of my right has in store. Do you have anything?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? You lazy son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Just sit here?
Yeah, did you do something?
No, hell no. Kom op, zeg.
Do you
No,
have anything
Little
planned?
soup
with-
Yeah, of course. I'm working on tracks like all the time. Day and night in the studio. 3 albums coming out.
24/7, 365, never
Always
not
working.
working.
No, there are tracks in the work.
Can you
Yes.
tell something about?
No.
I want some exclusives from this podcast. Some more exclusives.
Oh, some more.
I
No.
already have some, but
Yeah, I'm working on a new track with Regain, Polish Punisher.
yeah.
The Polish, yeah. Polish? Punisher.
That other Polish.
Yeah, and with Nightcraft
Okay.
and with, I don't know, Kate.
Oh, Miss
Yeah.
Kate.
So.
Okay. Good to know.
Did you ever think of doing something together with another MC, for example, on a track?
Yeah, I'm really thinking about it.
Like what?
Like maybe a track with Kate and then me,
And
you,
Me?
probably.
Me too.
Yeah, and
Hashtag.
let's add Robs to it. MC Robs.
Oh, so you would say a track Radical Redemption, Miskate, Nolz, and Robs.
Yeah,
that could work.
Yeah.
Maybe we've already played it at Supremacy.
Maybe.
Another exclusive.
Another exclusive. Yeah.
This is we are the gift that keeps on giving for this podcast. I think.
Insane.
Yeah.
Great.
Do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You two have already talked about Nightcraft, and I was going to ask you later about who do you think is
Not
an
Nightcraft.
upcoming artist in the scene. I think Nightcraft has a really good potential within the Hardstyle scene, but do you think the same? Do you have any other names in mind?
I think we're at a really pivotal point in the scene where we need a new names. I think, but there is just Nightcraft obviously already has proven himself to be.
Yeah. I like him.
But yeah.
Runner-up. Yeah.
But I have to say, there is for me a lack. I'm really curious what's about to happen. Like the stuff that's out there, but not yet out there. That's what that's what I think. What I'm trying to say. Like
yet to grow.
There is obviously people in their studio right now doing stuff. But it's not out there yet. Like they're keeping it for themselves. And I'm just curious. Like, is there a hidden gem somewhere? Someone sitting
own sound, signature sound,
and finally someone that is not raping those sample packs. Like again, producers out there. Like it's a great tool. It's an awesome tool. All those sample packs are great fucking tools. But if you drag and drop kicks and just put them in your project, like it sounds great, but eventually on a long term,
you're a sample pack producer.
No, you have to try to create your own sound. Eventually, then your sound is what that producer of those sample packs are producing.
Yeah.
So they are then, really steering the sound. I would say, and I would say like, okay, with those samples, you can do so many things. You can make you can make your own stuff out of those samples.
Yeah.
But just don't just drag them, drop them, and don't do anything about them with them. Try also. It's really make it your own. That's just the thing. That's the thing. Right now we're just really missing.
Yeah.
Like which tracks right now will be classics in 5 years still? Yeah, what we call classics. But just. Okay, which tracks from the last 3 years, if they will be played in 5 or 10 years, people will still sing along, scream along, or whatever.
Not many, right?
I don't think it will not be that many. Yeah. It will be Get Wrecked, for example, from Dual Damage. It will be Activation, I think, from a version. And then maybe you will have like 2 or 3 other tracks. But then from the really new people, I think 100% it's a hit right now. But will it be like
for a month?
Like, will it be the hit for for years to come? And I also had not always America, for example, for me is that kind of hit.
Yeah.
Now No Retaliation is that kind of hit. Brutal 6.0 was that kind of hit. And I think the one with Defqon and Stefan, Moving On, will be something that also works in 5 years. And obviously I also made tracks that didn't do that, because sometimes you also make tracks that are just grimy, filthy, whatever. But in between, that's also the thing. Like when you try to build a legacy and you try to build a career, then those kind of tracks are really important for your career. If you look at any big artist, Anger Fist, Headhunters, Defqon and Stefan, Radical Redemption, and Warface, Sub-Zero Project, there's every 3 years, 4 years, 3 years, I think you will have a track that hits like that,
Yeah.
And I'm curious because for me it's not. I know a lot of, when I talk to a lot of people in the scene, I see a lot of people are maybe scared or okay, what's going to happen, or insecure. But I think also the status of the scene right now also gives you a lot of opportunity. So I think it's also really fresh. People can do there's a lot of stuff out in the open. Like you can grab it, you can do your own thing alone. The thing is you need to have some balls. You need to be fuck it, I'm just gonna try it, and if it doesn't work, we already said it, then it doesn't work, but I tried. And so I'm really curious. So it's not because a lot of people, is the music good enough? I've had the same discussion when I started, in 2012. Was my music good enough? Eventually, you just need to work on the stuff you're working on, try to get like get better tracks or whatever, get a good team around you, and then just let's fucking go, you know? Let's fucking go. But the scene always needs new heroes. Dual Damage, 100%, like really need it. And those guys are doing so fucking great. Like also like team-wise right now, the people they have around them, and they're really professional, and they have
the
like...
It's evolving, it's like getting mature.
It's really nice to see, like, and I've never been one of the guys being on the sideline like, fuck, look at this, there's so much hype, fuck them, I want that. No, the thing is, every generation needs their own heroes. Yes. And that's for a scene to be healthy, whatever scene.
Yeah.
Every generation needs their own heroes. Football players, same thing. You need, like, from Johan Cruyff to Mbappe, you need every single one of them. Yes. And everyone that came in between, you know? To get, like, the new generation, like, okay, this is cool. And also to get producers like, okay, I want to produce that kind of music. That's nice. So, yeah. It's there's a lot of interesting stuff, I think, going on. But I'm all here for it. I'm working pretty hard. Pretty hard. I'm working. I'm working every day to keep my Radical Redemption thing going and to see if we can still grow, break boundaries, do new stuff. And yeah, I hope a lot of other people will do it too, because that way we will have a really interesting scene that will also be really interesting for the audience. Yeah. And then the audience will come back, because right now, we have to be honest, the hard dance scene has lost a lot of audience. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. And
also festivals are.
Yeah, it's it's a really pivotal point in hard dance history, and I have to say, like, because we can play a lot of international shows. Like for us, it's yeah,
because you're at that point of.
Yeah, but eventually, I think for the whole scene, that's why I say, like, okay, go into the studio, think of your own sound, your creative thing, and do new stuff, and because that's how it works. Like, and also go back to the clubs. That's the thing. That's where you breathe. Like, you breathe in the club. That's where it happens. Like, that's where, for example, that's also why Fabric, for example, is such an important pillar, I think, in the Spanish hard dance.
Yeah, the most important one. Yeah,
yeah. Like what happens there, also like getting to know the kind of music and get in touch with, but also Dave, for example, for the last edition, and also putting Timmy Trumpet, I think, on the lineup.
Yes, they did.
And that kind of stuff too. Like, have balls and also invest. They like that's a lot of money. Like, for only that booking, you could do like a whole lineup.
Yeah, I know.
And that's the thing. But they do it, and because they also see that Timmy has like an important role in getting the connection with the hard dance. Because
he also played at Defqon this year.
Yeah. But that's also the thing. Like, and bringing those worlds together, but also with the hard techno right now. Like, we can focus on, okay, hard techno is playing old early hardstyle, whatever. Like, I'm gonna be just. Maybe is this a point that normally you would say, Joey? Don't say this.
Okay.
I'm getting so sick and fucking tired of hardstyle artists or whatever being like, they're playing our music. It's out there to be heard. Let the people hear our music.
I agree.
But eventually, also try then, if the sound is so similar, try to get a conversation going. Hey, shouldn't we maybe mix up those lineups? Is there also a spot for whoever? Yeah. TNT, for example, is doing great with the track. There's also doing, but then eventually styles evolve, you know, and also that kind of stuff. And if you see, like, hey, there's obviously a lot of people in love with the hard dance sound, because I'm just calling it hard dance because hard techno, hard style, raw style, it's all right now. It's like one big mush of pretty much between 155 and 165 BPM kind of music. It's about the experience. It's about people listening to that kind of music. But right now, everyone is focusing on, no, I need to be on that stage. No, let's together see, like, okay, where's opportunity? Yeah. Like, how can we complement each other? How can we do something and make this interesting for everyone? And focus on that. Like, and don't focus on, hey, they played a track that was our track in 2006. Boo freaking new. Like, okay, how awesome is it that people are still raving on a 20-year-old track?
Yeah. FTS, for example, from Showtech.
It's great.
That means you made a classic. Bravo.
Yeah. And insane. But that's the thing. Like, I hope that we will realize that with that mindset, we will not change anything. You're only standing in the way of progress.
Yeah.
Like, with that mindset, it's a negative mindset. It drags you down. Yep. Like, see opportunity. See, like, hey, this means that our sound basically is alive and kicking, even more alive and kicking than ever before. Well, do something to get those people also back to your festival, back to your try of a concept. Like, hey, did we lose somewhere? Did we go like, oh, this is a comfortable spot. And we're already doing this for 15 years. This is a comfortable spot. Why do something else with a stage? Why do something?
Yeah.
Like we also, you always need to be able to look into the mirror and also say like, hey, am I doing something wrong? For example, I think there's also a conversation we've had with Radical Redemption, for example. Always try to be honest. As I say, don't have the yes people. Reflect. Okay, is this working, or should I do this maybe, or is this working, or are we as a hardstyle scene just maybe we became just too comfortable with our position, and everyone was just like, oh yeah, I'm getting booked, and we're doing the same, and the stage is here, and then the DJ booth is there. There's a LED screen, and then other people come around and they're like, nah, we're gonna put the fucking stage in here. People are going to stand around it. It's gonna be one fucking rave. It's gonna be loud fucking music, dark. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Hey, you could have thought of that too.
Yeah.
But why didn't you? And I think that's the question. Don't ask the question, hey, they're playing our music. Why are they playing? Ask the question, hey, why didn't we think of something like this? Because normally the hard dance industry was always leading with, and Defqon is still is, like when you see Defqon and show, that kind of stuff, like it's lonely at the top. But we lost the club scene. That's the thing. What's happening right now? We as hard dance, we dominate the festival season. I would say, like from Intense, Wish, Defqon, Decibel, Dominator, you name it. Like we own it. Rebirth, where it starts with. But September till March, it's gone.
Yep.
It's just gone. You have Supremacy and Reverse.
Yeah.
And that's it.
You used to have big race every weekend.
No, and the thing is, but back in the day, we had like you had Trilogy. You still had like Cubase. You had Climax, In Control, Capital in April. Then you had like also Freak Show with New Year's. Then you had Exclusive Holland around September, but exclusive, the artist exclusive around January, February, and that's all really important indoor events where also your the new people are getting like, hey, this is nice. Hey, I'll just come along because there's a party here. And obviously, that's what it is. But I think also like, okay, I'm also curious what the answer from the industry and also like the big three, for example, will be like, okay, because that also means they also need new people for their Defqon and their Decibel and their Dominator and their Supremacy. They need the kids for 18, 19, 20 to come in and then also be customers for 10 years, so they can also go to Defqon for the next 10 years, for example. And that's something I think right now that's a big question mark. I'm trying to do something with chapters and also Orchestra of Eternity, like a show like Sefa is doing his own stuff. Fertile, for example, is doing an own show.
I was going to tell you that I had Future Noise here some months ago, and I asked him what was his opinion on how the scene was going to evolve, and he told me that he thought that the scene is going to move forward to more artists event based.
100%.
And you can see, for example, that you are saying that a lot of big events, mainly hosted by Q-Dance, are gone now, but since September.
And also I have to say, before I forget, Gearbox obviously did a great job.
Yeah.
I really have to mention them because what they did, also they were one of the few to have like the balls to be like, fuck it, we're gonna do an own show.
Right.
And also big up for that because it takes fucking balls.
Yes.
That's the thing, because I also remember when I was almost 10 years ago did the first Radical Redemption show. When I said like, okay, I want to do this, everyone in the scene said, you're going to do a solo show in a Heineken Music Hall on your own?
The first one.
And I was the first one to do it without exclusive.
Yeah.
So you only did that show when you had the exclusive. And I was like, nah, I wasn't with Q-Dance, Art of Dance, and we were like, nah, fuck it, we're just gonna do it. Every single one in the scene said to me, just laughing me in my face, like, you think you can pull it off? Okay, good luck, bye. And then we sold out.
Yeah.
And then the next edition we sold out within fucking an hour. And everyone was like, and then a year after that we did like 11,000 people in a Radical Dome. Like it's 2 times Heineken Music Hall size. That's the thing. Also, with Gearbox, they doing that, like they're kind of small, and that's, I think, I'm really curious with, because
Putting
we can
your
also
balls online.
yeah. We say in Dutch, je ballen op het hakblok. That means like you put your balls on where the X goes and does this. So you can save your balls, or at the end of the evening, they can be gone.
Yeah,
it's one or the other.
Yeah.
But I think that's something we also see in the industry-wide numbers. I think festival sales went down with 30%, but concert sales went up with 30%. And I think also because in this day and age when you've seen everything already. For example, when I would do a Radical Redemption event, and I may or may not do a Radical Redemption event again.
You're doing chapters, so
that's not a Radical Redemption event. That's a separate.
I know, but you're playing the first one.
But it's a separate concept. I may or may not do a Radical Redemption
His face is
dedicated event in 2026. And maybe then also a certain other album, the last one of a series, will also be released right there. And maybe an alter ego will also, from me and maybe also him, will also release something there.
Too much information, but but no information.
Maybe. But the thing is, like, for me, if I do a solo Radical Redemption show of that size, for example, I can do really, really, really unique stuff. Stuff you will just not see again from me until I do another show, and that will not be every year again. That will be only when it's the time is right. So that means, like, okay, when I'm doing a Radical Redemption solo event, a new one, be there, because you know what I did already, like the last 5 shows. You know, I'm going to go. Every penny that I have will go into that show, because that's just my artistic. I want it to be just next level.
Yeah.
But also know that what I'm going to do there, you will not be able to see it for at least some years then. So go there, please. Will go there. That's your opportunity. If you really want to witness something that's special, for me as an artist, that's the place to do it. I cannot do it at just a random festival where I just play a normal set, because there's just only the time and the money, and I can't do it. It's impossible. And I think that's also what people eventually see. Like, hey, I can go somewhere where someone or an artist just like a normal singing set or whatever, but I can also wait until Beyonce is coming and doing that stadium tour. And then I'm going to the stadium because I know then she's going to fly over the audience, and then she's going to do this, and there's fireworks, and it's 2-3 hours of madness, and that's the same thing. Like, I think eventually, right now, we're in a point that the audience want a connection. They want a connection, and okay, what's the story here? Yeah. And I don't mean like another story about like in a far away galaxy there was this entity, and this entity was blah 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 blah, and now we're here together and through the universe. I think that's been done for 15 years. That's done. They want a personal
approach.
Like what's the story here? And if you have a story to tell musically, and that's why I think that's also why I'm not that panicked about everything that's happening, because I think if your music is just right, then you will always reach the right audience.
Yeah.
And you will always have an audience. And maybe the one time it will be this, then it will be this, then it will be this, then it will be this. But eventually when you zoom out, it will be this. And that's the thing. Like we're focusing too much on that little peak and that little thing going down. But eventually you just need to have a stable line over time. And that's what I'm going for. I'm yapping a lot, huh?
No, that's great. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's easier for the interviewer, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're fired.
This is 6th drink.
Okay. Now a more general question for you two. Which goals, do you have right now, both inside and outside of music?
Goals.
Yeah.
And Nolz, you first.
Which goals? Well, I'm also working on some Dutch hip hop, like rapping.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that. So that's going to be like a goal, like a whole another project, alias just a different name. Just going to be a whole different thing. So I think that's my professional goal, and maybe some other album that we were maybe not talking about. No, we're not talking about it. So that's gonna be the thing, I guess.
Okay.
And personally,
I'm happy as fuck. No, serious, I am.
You're not looking for anything.
You should visit him at his home once. Yeah, you have such a beautiful home, built with your own fucking bare. He built his own house
During COVID.
during COVID with your dad-in-law, right?
Yep.
You should just tell a little bit about it.
Yeah, there was COVID, so I had a lot of time on my hands and no job because, well, we were fucked in the anus. Not literally, but
hard.
Yeah.
No lube.
No Vaseline.
No lube.
So I just bought like a place to build a house, and I was like, okay. Eventually, actually, I was like to my father-in-law was going to build it with a couple of other constructors.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, I have now some spare time, so let's do this together. So we did within 2 years. We built it from the ground up.
Great.
Yeah. He built his own fucking house with these things.
I would have never expected.
Dude,
that.
I cannot even fucking do like, okay, this is a nice painting. Okay, put it up on the wall. I'm like, no.
I would say time well spent.
Yeah, I struggle building
Lego.
No, well, that as well. But yeah, like
even Duplo. I was like,
I can't imagine building a house.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that's great. And you, what are your goals?
Okay, work-wise, I've always had like my vision was always like, okay, there's only one spot, and that's the number one spot.
Yeah.
Silver for me is the worst color in the universe. Worst metal, I should say. No, so I made choices 3 years ago with my vision on. I know this is going to take 3 or 4 years, but I'm going to build this the way I want to, and then I'll be where I want to be.
Yeah.
And I think this can only grow bigger. That's something work-wise I want to do, but especially what I already achieved is that I'm having so much fun again in the studio, and that's why a track with Defqon Estefan like that happens, and that's also why I think a lot of we listen to the whole album. Okay, this is gonna sound like okay, we say like we from Ferrari, we recommend you buy a Ferrari, like, but the thing is like I've also listened to albums from mine and be like, I don't know these tracks, I don't know. And last we were walking through the whole album, and I was like, every track just has like this. Oh yeah, if there's always an interesting hook. There's some, and that's for me like what I say. You need to be honest when it's not right, but you also can be honest to yourself when you feel it is right.
It's not but to say you have done a good job.
And then I was listening to the whole mix of the album, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is Radical Redemption. Yeah. And then with the some new things that are coming, that's even like then it's even a step above it. Because that's what happens. Like sometimes you need to free yourself or get yourself into a certain position where you can thrive again creatively, and you need to know like, okay, there's a plan here. It's going to take 3 or 4 years, but patience. Try to keep this
patience and confidence.
Yeah, and confidence. And I've always been confident from the start, because otherwise I couldn't have done what I did. Yeah. If you're not confident about yourself and what you can do, then you will probably always stay at the safe place. But that just being in the studio and being like totally in the zone, just like I was in 2014, 2015, like in the times of the One Man Army. Yeah, that's what I fought for. I would say I fought for it really hard. I went to hell and back. Yeah. To achieve it, and that's really an understatement. And that's between like all the people that are really close to me. But I can say I really went to hell and back, and to now be here and to feel like this, I feel right now, and to be able to produce the music and feel just be in the zone. Yeah, that for me is just that was my ultimate goal, and that happened, and I didn't crack eventually. Like that for me is also personally a great victory, I would say. Yeah. And the thing is, Joey and Radical Redemption is two different, but it's this. So if Radical Redemption isn't feeling great, Joey isn't feeling great, and if Joey isn't feeling great, Radical Redemption, so it's just this, and that's just what it is. Eventually, you need to be honest about it. Like it's such intertwined. I cannot see Radical Redemption as something that's a product or a project. It's me.
It's you.
It's Joey too, and that's the thing. So if I'm unhappy with things Radical Redemption, it will affect Joey. But if my personal life stuff is going, like for example, when my dad passed away, then it affected Radical Redemption. It affected my music. It affected my and that's
it's
just
inevitable, I'd say. Yeah.
and that's what it is, you know. And eventually that's life, and that's all good. But I'm striving just to personal happiness, creative happiness, and in between, I just hope that I can do a lot of great shows, that I can provide people with a lot of great shows, because I know that people work very hard, especially right now, for every euro or every dollar or everything they have in their bank account, and then when they are willing to spend their money on a ticket to see me, then I will do everything within my power to make it the most unforgettable evening. And that's just what I will do forever until my heart stops or whatever happens. That's my ultimate goal. And I think, and for you too, like just give it everything you got, because
give it your all, give it your best.
Yeah, they deserve it.
Really honest and really interesting to hear. So thank you very much. I have more questions, but I think it's enough, because we've already talked about everything important within Radical Redemption and Nolz.
Yeah.
So
and even more.
We can do a part 2 the next time you come.
Oh no, the thing is, we've had this was great, I think.
Yeah.
Meeting you even set up the extra microphone.
Yeah.
Within 15 minutes, everything was taken care of. Yeah, he's technical also. The thing is, I think really happy to be here.
Yep.
And obviously next time we're here, and I hope it will be soon. Let's talk about the stuff.
The other questions.
Yeah, and about the stuff that's then out in the open.
That might or might not come out.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what it's saying. Loco.
Okay, so I hope you had a good time.
Really good time.
It was a really interesting and fun time. So thank you very much to you.
Gracias a todos. Ciao.
Oh, we're gonna do this.
And thank you everyone for watching this interview.
Three.
Thank you everyone for watching this interview, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.
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 Bye.